Prove that the medians of a triangle intersect at a point that is 2/3 of the distance from a vertex to the opposite side. So let's draw a triangle to start with. Call this point O. Let's have this as A and this as B. And I'm going to define vector A as going from O to A. Vector B is going from O to B. I'm going to say that M is the midpoint of this side and N is the midpoint of this side. Then this is one of the medians and this is another. And let's call this point X. And what we want to show is that the ratio here is 2/3, 1/3, and of course the same in the other direction. Now consider OM. OM I can do as OA plus a half of AB. So I go all the way here and then halfway there, and I'm at M. So that's A plus a half, and let's think about AB. That's backwards along A, forwards along B, so that's B minus A. So that gives me a half A plus a half B. And so OX, where X is the point we're interested in, is going to be some fraction of the distance from O to M. And I'm going to call that lambda. So we'll call it lambda over 2 A plus B. And of course my hope is that lambda will end up being 2/3. So we're going 2/3 of the distance from O to M. Now let's get another route that goes there. So what I'm going to do is think about AN. So AN, well, I can go backwards along A and half of the way to B. So AX is going to be some fraction, which I'll call mu, of that distance. And so I get a different route for OX by doing A plus mu negative A plus a half B, which gives me 1 minus mu A plus mu over 2 B. Now the point is that both 1 and 2 are OX, so they must be equal. Now if we look at the A's, that tells me 1 minus mu is equal to lambda over 2. Let's call that equation 3. And if we look at the B's, we get lambda over 2 equals mu over 2. Call that 4. And equation 4 tells us that lambda is equal to mu. Substitute that in 3, and that gives us 1 take away lambda, we're just replacing this mu with lambda, is equal to lambda over 2. So 1 is going to be 3 lambda over 2, that's lambda over 2 plus this lambda, giving me that lambda is 2/3. And if lambda is 2/3, so is mu, and it's showing us that this is 2/3 of the way. So that proof is complete.